Good morning. Welcome to Allen's Day. This is part 6 of the holiday home projects down in Tennessee. Um, Behind me yesterday I got the cutouts in there for the prototype doors and windows that we're putting in there. And I'll show you how those are going along. But we got some rain last night and everything's wet. And I got to do some caulking. And I don't want the caulking to get wet on there, so I'll let that dry a little bit. Weather's just a little overcast and cool, which is good. So let me just turn you around and show you what I did. As yesterday you saw me cut the rest of the doors and windows in there. I've got to get in there and put the window frame. Oh, we got water everywhere here. I got to put a window frame and a window in here. Part of the reason for a window in the container here is this particular container, we're going to use it for feed storage for the horses. And I want to be able to open the one window up screen just to let ventilation here. So that's the reason for the window, partly the reason. And the other reason is that if you're in here you can look out and you can keep an eye on what's going on out there. So that's on the list as soon as this all dries up. Next thing on the list for today is I got to get that peat prepped for the trip down to Poplarville, Mississippi tomorrow from Tennessee. It's about 8.5, 9 hour drive down there. I think it's a little over 600 miles. But before I hook everything up to the peat here, I wanted to go through and do a regen on this system. This is what has a diesel particulate filter in there that you need to regen to clean all the soot out of it. So that's what it's doing right now. I had to get in there, hook up my scanner, and do a forced regen on there. I could not get the regen on the dash to work. Not quite sure why that is, but right now it's regenning and it's dosing, so cleaning the system out in there. And then also with these trucks here, this has got the ISX motor in there, and it's a 2010. It doesn't have the DEF, but it does have the diesel particulate filter in there. And these things create soot in the oil. So recommended by the dealership, Peterbilt, and a couple other places, they said that this particular motor, for cheap insurance on there, put good oil in there and change the oil at every 10,000 miles, but change the oil filter at every 5,000 hours. That's just good precautionary running this older rig here. So I guess it's a small price to pay to keep this truck on the road is change that oil filter. So as soon as it's done regenning and it cools down, I will crawl underneath there and get that oil filter changed out. And I'm gonna I am gonna take Krusty with, put it on the back, put it on top of there, just so Krusty can go for a ride there. And that will get me busy for at least this morning. I'll bring you back once it dries out and I can start putting windows in and doors. Well, it finally dried up a little bit. Everything was pretty wet and I couldn't do any caulking this morning. So now, I think it's going to rain again. Got the caulk on the window frame. So I got the window opening. I put caulk on all these high spots there. So the caulk is going to do a couple things. It's going to seal it, and also it's going to help hold it in so that all I'm going to need is just about 10 pop rivets in there. Should hold this thing in place. So I got the caulk all the way around the sides, all the way in there. Now I just gotta get this beast stood up and put in there. It would be a whole lot easier with 2 people to help put this thing in there, but we're gonna see what we can do to get that up in there. And the window sitting in the frame. I'll get it clamped in there and get some pop rivets. I'll drill all these holes out, get some pop rivets in there, caulk it from the outside, and the frame is in. And then I will put the window in there. That I'm going to put some different type of caulk in there to hold that in there. I'm just going to use a real light duty acrylic caulk, real inexpensive stuff. So if you ever have to replace a window, it's going to come out. The sealant that I used on here is going to be a whole lot harder to get off there. It's an adhesive. That's what I put the frame in with, is this Bostik 940 AFS Marine. So it's in there, so that's why it's not going to need much to hold it in there. So I can bring you back when I get that window installed. Do have that window in. Yeah, it went together pretty good. There's a few things that I got to tweak on the drawings for that prototype window frame and when I get back. But overall, no, it's going to work out nice for putting in there. The inside turned out pretty good. I got room if I ever wanted to finish it off to seal this around here or frame it out. There's plenty of, got to caulk the inside here yet and call her good. And I got the Pete, got the oil filter changed in there, and I've got the crusty on the back, and also I've got the horse trailer hooked up. So I am all ready to go, heading down to Poplarville, Mississippi tomorrow morning. So that's all I got for today. We will possibly catch you a couple of clips of stuff on the road. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.